Oh, hello, and welcome back to part 10 of Let's Play Pokemon Fire Red with me, Dan.W. On the last episode, we made our way towards Rock Tunnel from Cerulean City after going through Diglett Cave and getting Mimian the Mr. Mime, who will be our second HM helper. We'll say helper. In between episodes, I did teach Mimian Flash, as I'd forgotten afterwards. That's everything really. I've not done anything else in between, as I usually continue with not doing anything in between parts. So the only thing really to do now is to head through Les Roches Tunnel. Now, I'll pre-warn you in advance, I'm just coming off a cold, so if my voice sounds strange or if I cough a lot, then that's why. Hopefully this doesn't mess up with the audio too much, doesn't mess up with the recording too much, and with that, let's be off. Now, I will... in fact, no, I will leave Pidgeotto there just for one last battle while we're outside of Rock Tunnel. I've been out at a Pokemon gym a few times, but I always lose. Now, what was that all about? Didn't want coughing to mess up the audio, and yet coughing made me click. Not the Pokemon coughing, coughing from my mouth. And now, at least I'm not wheezing. And then I ended up closing down the visual advance. The original visual, and I chose the wrong Pokemon completely. Let's get into it. Come on, Dan. Let's go with a dig. The plan for today's episode is to get through Rock Tunnel and land at the Pokemon Center in Lavender Town, and I think then we'll leave it at that, depending on how long it's felt. I'm going to try my hardest not to rush through, or at the very least speed up the emulator. I'm going to try and battle most, if not all, of the trainers in Rock Tunnel and get the items. Excuse me if that was audible. Audible? 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 Audible. Yes. Okay. Pidgeotto. That was crap. Nobody says that, but okay. Ooh, hopefully this doesn't mess. I've got a little pop-up. No, it's not on the recording, that's fine. I mean, it's still in my way, but it's fine. Encore me. Hey, level 27. Wing attack, yes. Since this is still pre-special split, flying is still physical regardless, so even though I would possibly have kept both in a future game where I have a special and a physical flying type move, or even just decide on one and keep with whatever stats best. It doesn't really matter in this, regardless of whether their special attack or attack is higher. Flying will be a physical, and that's just fine by me for now. Pick up this cherry berry, and in we go. Now, as I say, normally when playing through the game, especially at this point, it's, God, over 20 years, many years since playing this. I think 98, the original Red. And the layout's not really changed much in the remake. No, only really in the Let's Go remake, to be honest. It's still mostly the same. So normally when I play it, I don't use Flash, but for the purposes of recording and actually having you guys be able to see what we're doing, let's use Flash. Cool. If I recall, this first trainer has a Cubone. That's not Ivysaur. One good thing about playing through and recording these games is that I'm going to be able to re-listen? No. Remind myself, or in some cases, actually listen to the first time the soundtracks. In some areas, especially in remakes or in more recent games, I generally play in the living room while something's on the TV. With the exception of Sword and Shield, I did have Sword and Shield on with volume for probably the first half of the game, maybe. But other than that, I've really actually not heard a lot of the soundtracks in the most recent games, and even in some of these. And if I have heard them, then I haven't heard them for a long time. So it will be nice. I did recently, I don't know, maybe just before Christmas 2018, bought a new 3DS. Well, 2DS technically. Well, technically it is a 2DS. The Pokeball and the Pikachu 2DSs. And I thought, well, this is great now, because as with a lot of the older Pokemon fans, there wasn't a lot of people around me playing Pokemon when it first came out, and so I didn't really have people to trade with. I'm sure I mentioned this before with regards to talking about the Universal randomizer and trying to actually be able to use, and the excitement of using Pokemon that were originally only tradable evolutions. But there's no one really around me that played the game, and eventually, I think by like around around these games, the Ruby Sapphire Emerald, Fire Red Leaf Green, my younger brother also ended up having a GBA. Although I think both of us had. I don't think I ever had a Game Boy Advance. I had a Game Boy Advance SP, and I think he did as well. I had a tribal one, a silver tribal one, and we both ended up having the games. And then for a little bit we traded, but not a lot still. So this was my chance to trade with myself, like many a friendless, lonely old Pokemon fan used to before the time of the internet. And so yeah, so playing with those, I think I've only really gone through about halfway through X and Y. Well, I say halfway, I think only 2 badges, because the start of X and Y is hugely long, and since I was playing Sword and Shield at the same time and playing Let's Go at the same time, as well as playing some other games, it's sort of been my relaxing sit down on the armchair and play game. But yeah, anyway, playing through those, obviously then I thought, do you know what, now's the time to start listening to the soundtrack a bit more, and then I stopped. I think the headphones that I used, they're Bluetooth, but the wires, the wire came with it and the wire broke, which is fine because it's a Bluetooth headphone, so I have no need for it. But also, what's going on? Nope. But also, I would like to go back and listen to music again, because especially with XY, Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and even a little bit with Sword and Shield, I haven't listened to the game for the majority of it. And to be fair, probably even going back for some of definitely Gen 5, I don't think I've heard much, and probably heard less of Gen 4 as well. I'm not a very good I'm not really that much of a, especially when it's a handheld game, I'm not really that much of a volume kind of guy. Most of the time mine's off and doing its own thing. It saves on battery too, which obviously doesn't matter as much these days, but meh. Hang on, I think I have felines trying to destroy everything I hold dear. I hope I can put that down without a crash. See. Dear. Yeah, the one awkward thing about having two cats that you've had from kittens, that you've babied from kittens, hello, is that yeah, they like to go where they want to go, and if that includes walking over keyboards that your hands are on, then that's just where they're gonna go. If that includes knocking over your can of Fanta while you're trying to record a video, well then that's what's gonna happen. Dear me. Excuse me, guys. This almost happened yesterday as well. In fact, I almost recorded this yesterday. That's a nice thing. I almost recorded this yesterday, but then some dodginess happened with my laptop that I record from and play from. And I was already halfway through playing Final Fantasy X HD on the PC, which was the game I was talking about in a previous video, having on other systems. I had Final Fantasy X and X-2 separately on the PS2. I had the HD remasters on PS3. I have the HD remaster on PS4, and now I have the HD remaster on PC. Namely because I want to be able to have the boosters, and it's made my game so fun. So fun. So since I was playing that, I rebooted the computer or the laptop. And then, yeah, I just lost any will with both the cough and also being interested in my game. But the coughing didn't help, obviously. Oh dear. Yes, that will be the one of the next one of the many things that I've said is going to be next. Final Fantasy X will be one of them. And hopefully it will look decent, because at the moment it's not looking that great. But to be fair, I think that playing it on the PC with the boosters is going to be, for me, if I'm going to start recording it, it'll more than likely be from the PS4, because I know that it's going to act better and look better. The PC that we're playing on isn't really a gaming PC, it's just a normal PC. And I don't think it can particularly handle the game. Or I'm just really underestimating how good the PlayStation 4 version is, and the PC version has always looked trash. But I doubt it. I think it's probably just mine. Oh, the days when grass types can't be affected by powders. Come on. You know what? I don't usually switch in the middle of a battle, but switch time. Nintendo Switch. Sponsored by Nintendo Switch. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Roll on having a Hitmonchan with Fire Punch. Hopefully this doesn't make too much noise. but I can't resist having a Skittle. I've moved back, hopefully that doesn't fill the oh yeah, fill the screen with the microphone with some, for God's sake, with sounds of my crunching and munching. There we go. All healthy. Graveler? Does he have a Graveler? Well, it's a Rhyhorn, I think. Or is it? Let's see. Charmander. Wow. That was a sour one. Nope. I need to not have my finger anywhere near this darn pad. It's the worst thing about bloody recording from a laptop and obviously playing with the keyboard. My hands are quite close, relatively close to the mouse pad. And that doesn't help things because I like to move my hands around. I'm about to say stop with the missing, but he has used smoke screen, so I can kind of figure Ivysaur for it. Kind of. Oh well, that was really nice. Sorry. Now I'm thinking about and talking about and looking at food. I have a jar. I'm sure I mentioned this before. A jar in my recording station of well, sweets in general, but these it's Skittles at the moment. I recently had the one stuck in my throat. One sec. The joys of having a swollen glands during the cold. I recently had the very strange hot and spicy ones in there. They weren't very nice. So it took me a while to get through them. In the end, they've gone quite soft. So I threw them, and then I had a packet of the general Skittle flavours. I had a packet of Skittles sours, and then I had a packet of Skittles smoothies, which I've never had before, or at least don't remember having any time recently. I just had one that must be like some kind of strawberry and banana smoothie, maybe. It's delicious. Right. I think. Monkey. For those of you who haven't spoken with me before, I talk a lot about Krabby and Kingler being my favourite Pokemon. And then obviously there being others that are nearby or on the list. Mankey is one of them. In my office I have, from my trip to Japan, a Mankey and a Primeape and a Krabby and a Kingler from well, from various Pokemon centres. I think they were from the same one, to be fair though. What else? Oh, there's a Poipole and a Popplio. They just came out of a Gachapon, so I kept them, why not? And then I've got two unknown. I hate saying unknown. I am from the era where we called them unknown. from the movie where they say unknown, and then officially they're unknown, I suppose. But I have one that is a D, obviously for my name, and then we have another one that's a P, which is the start of my partner's name. And then, I don't know why I'm just going through what I got there. Then I have a Snorlax on my right, sitting with Totoro and the mini Totoros, and then I have, oh God, what's his name now? You can tell how much I played Sun and Moon. I don't remember his damn name. Necrozma. Gosh. I have a rather large Necrozma on a shelf. And downstairs we have a Greninja Pikachu. And then in the spare room on the bed, because why not, there is a... Was it the Halloween one? It was the Halloween Lucario. I know it's the Halloween Celebi, because Celebi is a witch, but I can't remember what the outfit Lucario is wearing is. I'm pretty certain it's his Halloween one. But all that means is that next year, or the year after, when we go back, we have to have a holiday at a different time of year so we can get different ones. Because I fully intend to bring more back. And look, because I've already got Snorlax, there's not going to be a giant friggin' Snorlax taking up half my suitcase like this one did. I need to put the stopper back on my skills jar. I'm just eating now. Just sitting here eating and talking about Japan. Which, to be fair, is probably going to be a running theme going through the videos. I am fully obsessed with Japan. I'm sorry, I'm not being very good at the moment. Highly distractible. You can tell I'm distracted. She's just bloody tackle against a Geodude. That was clever. Speed through that. Yeah, nearly killed me. I'd like to say I'm not thinking right, but I'm not. Oh dear. Focus, Dan, focus. Use focus energy. But yeah, that will be a running theme going through videos at some point soon. I'm highly obsessed with Japanese culture, Japanese games, Japanese manga, Japanese anime, Japanese... well, not only Japanese music created by Korean Korean pop stars in general, really. But that's just an odd part. But we went for 2 weeks. Absolutely loved it. And have every plan of going back again frequently. Probably every few years. I know I said I wouldn't speed through, but now I'm speeding through. Hope you didn't hear that. That was my my front door going. We'll have a fun little... there it is again. We have a fun little like convenience store alarm that goes off when the door opens, which is quite funny. Oh, just... are you kidding me? There you go. Okay. Do I have a revive? I'm not walking through the, I do. I'm not walking through the cave again to try and heal Ivysaur. If it was half the team, then maybe, but it's not. This may end up being a slightly longer episode just because I want to get through Rock Tunnel before the end. There's no point. This isn't an anime episode. I don't need to have a cliffhanger in between. Oh, level 32. You know what this means? Let's give someone else a chance with let's give the trio a chance to take one out. Since I don't know, I don't really want to give Venusaur even more spoilers. Ivysaur even more experience since he's already or she's already leveled up, and therefore won't need it. Hopefully you can't always hear the coughing, but I cannot stop it. And I also don't want to not record, because A, I don't want to get out of practice, and B, I don't want to leave huge gaps, or even really gaps in general. Sorry about that. There we go. I was already evolving. Okay. That's Venusaur in the party now, which is highly exciting. My head's not with it right now. I think I'm gonna take back my promise and speak through. No! For God's sake. Dickhead. Oh dear. See what I mean? I have two cats. One is very dainty, and he will tiptoe around and not touch anything, not one thing. At a push, he might rub his face on the corner of the laptop at a push. Then I have another laptop. And then I have another cat, the knob cat, Launch. Yes, I'm talking about you. Who will quite happily just walk completely over my raised keyboard that my hands are on. Just to get past, because the microphone's in the way of where he probably would just kill it anyway. Oh dear. But they're my kittens. Somehow. Excuse me. This is turning into a very ill and yet chatty episode. Oh, monkey. Hands up for those affected by Ash releasing Primeape / putting Primeape into training and never getting him back again. My hands up. Just letting you know. My hands up. Speedy Gonzalez. Outsiders like you need to show respect. Okay, Lucas. Chill out. And we'll start switching around. Razor Leaf's running out of... Oh, you dickhead. Razor Leaf's running out of PP, and I don't particularly want to be using an ether on it, if I even have an ether in stock. Let's get this fast. Okay. Yo. Walk around. Walk around. Go on, there you go. Go on. What are you doing? You can't be here. Stop. Oh dear. Niblet. He's such a dickhead. Let's get Butterfree some more experience. Yeah. I'm really actually toying with the idea of changing Pidgeotto and Butterfree or out. I don't really feel like I need them both. But then I can't really think who I'd replace them with. Yeah, let's give Dugtrio a Rock Slide over Rock Tomb. I completely forgot there was even a move tutor in here, to be fair. I never usually come down this way. Yeah, even though I haven't either, I'm still going to use it on Venusaur. Can you beat my power? Yes. Dudley Dursley. Right, one more Razor Leaf left after this. So let's get physical. Let's get Dugtrio out here. Thankfully there's no sturdy, or at least sturdy as we know it now in this game. So we can still one-shot these Pokemon with a move. Wow. Let me pass. Oh, there's a lot of encounters. You have a Pokédex too. I want one. Or is it you have a Pokédex? I want one too. Regardless. Oh, excuse me. That was a sneasel. Thank you very much, Lee. Another Slowpoke. I think I will use Pidgeotto just to try and save some of Venusaur's health and PP, really. Oh, come on. There we go. Another one. Thank you. And down. Thanks, Cooper. You don't need to be jealous. Last floor. Excuse me. Saying that I can actually and possibly will need to just put a super potion on Pidgeotto because they. Which one is it? Actually, to be fair, whichever one it is, it doesn't really matter. Pidgeotto will be good for both. Yeah, there we go. One of the trainers has like a Meowth and something, I think. Or is it not? Oh no, it was just one audition or something, and then the next guy is a Meowth. It's been too long. Much too long since I played these games. And actually knew knew who had what still. Oh yeah. Ah, cool, it's a miss. Lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly. Nope, neither. Oh, nice. Rattata we will give to Butterfree. Just to get something, because Butterfree seems to be really falling behind. Obviously it'll change soon as we get to more fighting types, more poison types. But that's why I'm considering... I don't want to not have Butterfree, but that's why I'm kind of considering moving Butterfree and using someone else. I don't know what the... What? Now, obviously, as I say, if this was, if I had thought ahead of time, then I would be using probably Abra instead of Butterfree as a psychic type, and then having obviously Alakazam be able to be a thing with no trade evolutions. But since I don't, it's tough. I definitely want a Pokemon that can do psychic type moves. Well, I have ground and I have flying to deal with fighting and poison types. So it's not really... I'll think on it because... What could I have Venonat? Oh, I don't know. But yeah, I'll think on it because I don't think... I said I don't think Butterfree's pulling her weight anymore, but... Butterfree did take down the Brock's gym. So maybe I should have more respect for Butterfree. Let's get through this, and this is the last battle of Rock Tunnel. There's the Meowth and the Oddish one. Come on, come on. Let's see how much I missed Rock Slide. Oh, nice, first time. That was gross. Sorry. I won't have that look again. I can promise you that. Thanks. I've always thought there was an item here, and there never is. However, anyway, is a better word. Anyway, I did say we were going to get to the Pokemon Center in Lavender Town at the end of this episode, and battle through all the trainers from Rock Tunnel and towards. However, there are a few trainers here, and I am getting slightly burnt out with this cold as well as trying to record and talk. So I am going to end the episode here. So next time we will battle these trainers, get into Lavender Town, and probably start the Pokemon Tower. At the very least, do the rival battle. Would it be better to go to... Choices. Next time, I will tell you what we're deciding to do, because I might even just go to Celadon first and do the game corner before, so that when I come here with the Silph I can just finish it all in one go, instead of coming. Anyway, thanks for watching this very odd episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!